Hello and welcome to WFNY TV. And welp, there goes Kevin Love's hand. Kevin Love suffered a hand injury. It looks like there's broken bone. Timetables are still coming out, but this would be a massive blow to the Cavaliers. Kevin Love is having a great season, really helping stretch the floor on a team that has less spacing than it ever has before, helping provide a lot of scoring punch. He isn't just facing the floor this year. He's being aggressive and scoring in a lot of ways. So this is real bad. Obviously, Isaiah Thomas being back, he'd help take some of that scoring load, but he still looks to be getting in shape, so that's pretty scary. So this is a big deal. Luckily, it happened before the trade deadline, I guess, so we can try to address it and kind of see where the needs are. But this team is going to need a big man. It's going to need some scoring punch, and it's going to need it soon. So, looking at the options first, just at the starting unit, who's going to come in. A lot of people would think Fry, but with only Tristan Thompson and Channing Frye on the roster as centers right now, with Love out, I don't know how you could start both of them. We've seen some lineups with Jeff Green at center, and I'm interested in those, and hopefully we see more, but I don't think that's something you can go to for very extended periods. So I wouldn't say that that's something we'll see a ton of. I think you're going to have to stagger Fry and Tristan. So we're probably going to see Crowder inserted back into the starting lineup, probably at the 4 would be my guess. An interesting option would be to go with more wings and start somebody like Korver or Cedi Osman or somebody like that and let LeBron go to power forward full time. It's something that we've all kind of expected to happen at some point in his career, and it's probably time for it to happen. It would probably unlock a lot of pretty good lineups for the Cavs. If you put somebody like Korver in who could stretch the floor, put LeBron at the 4 full time, with the league going smaller, he's not going to have to bang with the big guys nearly as much. So that would be an option, one that I'd like to see. But my guess would be that they'd go with Crowder in that role. So I don't know if that's going to help the defense. We've seen Crowder struggling in that role. But that would just be my guess. Lou has seemed reluctant to do much experimenting this year and with him. So that would be my guess. In terms of long-term, I don't know if this makes a DeAndre Jordan trade more or less likely, to be honest. He is kind of redundant to what Tristan Thompson does, but he does it better. And it's not necessarily a scoring punch. He's not going to help you do the things that Love did. He's not stretching the floor. He's not creating offense. So if anything, he's exacerbating the problems that you're going to have without Love. So I don't think that would make that more likely. A guy that I would probably be interested in seeing with Love out is Derek Favors. He's a guy who can come in, he can score a little bit. He doesn't stretch the floor like Love would, but he can score. He's a good offensive player. He provides a little bit of defense just in terms of having size underneath and being able to do her shots. So that wasn't somebody I was interested in before, but if Love is out for an extended period, I think that gets even more interesting. As an expiring contract, he shouldn't be overly expensive. And I think he's only 26. He's been in the league for like 100 years. So that would be the guy I would probably target right off the bat. But obviously this is a huge blow for the Cavs. It's a huge blow for a team that's struggling to find its footing anyway. And maybe their most consistent player all year. Somebody big out is a big struggle. That's a lot of guys' shots have abandoned them. LeBron was hitting everything earlier in the year, but if he's not hitting, if Crowder's not hitting, the spacing is going to get tight really quick, especially with Tristan starting now. Korver and JR seem to be snapping out of their shooting slumps. Hopefully Isaiah Thomas snaps out of his, but Cavs are going to have to figure something out. This is not a good development for a team that was already had a lot of bad going. So hopefully they figure something out. I'm guessing this is going to necessitate a move sooner rather than later, and it might force their hand a little bit. But bad news all around for the Cavs. But thanks for watching. We'll keep track of everything that's going on with Kevin Love. We'll keep that track of everything going on with the Cavaliers. Keep you posted here at WFNY TV. Appreciate you watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Thanks. See you next time.